Hey Leo Seeker, welcome to December. I'll be working with the Erotic Fantasy Tarot because they're pretty, like you. Were you just kissing my ass? Yeah. Not because you like it, I mean you do, but because you deserve it. Often people misunderstand that it's not about how much you like it, it's about you truly deserving of it. And maybe you appreciating being appreciated is you not appreciative of your ego as it looks, rather appreciative of truth. Because when you appreciate someone, you show them. You're very generous in spirit and in heart. And you let them know. So, when you expect the same, instead of remembering how much you've appreciated them and how much you've acknowledged them and how much you have seen their beauty and told them about it, they're like, well, why do you need me to say that? Well, you didn't tell me you don't need me to say that when I said that to you. You just took it in and you enjoyed it. And I don't deserve that? And you're blaming me for feeling that because I'm a Leo? Do you even know me at all? Two of Swords in the reverse. It fell in the reverse, and then I lifted up in the upright, and I was like, oh wait, it fell in the reverse. You can move back and see it. Two of Swords in the reverse. Leo, often people need to take off the blindfolds in order to see their issues, their challenges, where they were wrong, where they could have been otherwise with you. You are taking the blindfolds off and finally seeing that you actually have wonderful attributes. You're actually not selfish. You're actually super kind and generous, but people for some reason mirror that to you as if you are. It's at times deflective and narcissistic, and you take it in because you're kind like that and you want to give them the benefit of the doubt for actually speaking their emotion. But sometimes, like in your case, like in this case, like in this reading right now, sometimes it's not about seeing your faults, rather it's seeing your strengths and acknowledging them and standing up for them. And when someone tells you that you're being this and that, you can be like, instead of stopping and doing the right thing and being like, where was I wrong? Leo, you actually weren't wrong. You were actually fine. They're an ass. And they don't want to admit that they're an ass, and they don't want to be called out for being an ass, so they are turning it around against you because they know that you'll cooperate, because they know that every time they tell you something, take a moment to think maybe it's true. Because you're awesome like that. Now, are all Leos like that in the history of Leos? No, there are shady Leos, of course. There are shadowed Leos, like there are shadowed every zodiac. There are egoic and narcissistic. But what happens when you're actually the good guy of your zodiac sign? Or the good girl? And you actually exude the awesome attributes. That needs to be said too. People need to know when they're not okay, and people need to know when they are okay. So this is me telling you, Leo, take off the blindfolds. You're okay. Awesome, actually, and I'm proud of you. All right. Show me more, please, for Leo for December. The Wheel of Fortune. And the second you acknowledge that about yourself, they don't have a choice but acknowledging this about you. So from going to, well, Leo, you were like this and that, you're like, no, actually, I wasn't. If anything, you were like this and that. And then they realize it's not working. It's not working. So they go into their corner and then they come back and they're like, okay, yeah. Okay, you know, actually, now that you're saying it and now that I'm thinking about it, you're right. You're right. I was a little bit. Okay. Right. If you had accepted what they initially tried to say, oh my God. But no. You're not. You're seeing clearly. And so you're shifting clearly, not just yourself, but the outside. People around you change in accordance. And begin to acknowledge, because they understand they can't just dismiss all of you thinking, oh, Leo will be fine. They already know how talented they are. They already know how skilled they are. They already know how wonderful and kind they are. They already know how important they are to me. Really? Do you? Cross-watcher, do they? Do they know how much they mean to you and how much they matter to you? Did you actually bother in telling them, or did you just assume they know because they walk around with their chin up? They walk around with their chin up because they know that that's what it takes for the king of the jungle to make it. If the king of the jungle lowers their chin, someone comes in and tries to snatch it thinking it's weakness. But those who are closest to them ought to know better. If you're in a Leo's close cycle, you ought to know better. You ought to tell them. Show some love for your community Leo, for your family Leo, for your partner Leo. Four of Swords. And Leo might tell you, you know what? I don't know if that's enough. I need to process everything that was. Okay, so you're changing your mind, so you now want to acknowledge me, so you want to now show me, but you haven't shown me for so long, and you haven't acknowledged me for so long, and that synced. And that affected me, and that changed things. I am no longer the person that I was. I am no longer able to just unconditionally love you. It was yanked out of my heart with constant bashing, with constant judgment, with constant dismissal. So I think I need to take a moment. Leo is like, I think I need to take a moment and maybe yes, maybe no, maybe. I don't know. Wait for it. Don't wait for it. Whatever. If you want to bring back a Leo into your life, you've got to do something really big. And if you're going to do something really big, make sure it's really what you want, and that it's about the Leo and not about you and what the Leo gave you and what it is that you want Leo to give you again. Because then that's not about them, that's about you being selfish, cross-watcher. Do you miss Leo because you truly love them, or because they gave you so much? Do you love Leo, or do you love what they gave you? Leo, do they love you, or do they love what you gave them? Trick them. I just did that with someone. Test them. Ask them. Why? Why do you miss me? Why do you want to see me? And then see what they say. Is it about making you feel better? Is it about fixing? Is it about acknowledging you? Is it about balancing the scales? Or is it about something that they want you to keep giving to them? Now, it's not the case for everyone. some of you shine so bright and in your power stance that it's impossible for others not to see. So the good ones present themselves and appreciate you for you. And you can trust yourself now, Leo, to tell the difference. You can trust yourself to take your sweet time. I said that to Scorpio too. Maybe you should watch it. Watch Scorpio. To take your time and say maybe, say I don't know. Because you're always so kind, you don't even want to keep people waiting on an answer or on whatever. Even if they really, really earned it. Even if they really earned the wait. Even if they kept you waiting for I don't know how long. Well, now you can keep them waiting, not on purpose, not as revenge, not as ego, but because that's what you need. It's okay. Show me more for Leo for December. Ooh, ha, ha, ha. 7 of Pentacles. Put in the work with what you know can truly bear fruit and make a return on investment. When I say return on investment, it sounds financial and work-oriented, and it is, but it's also love-based. If you're investing time, energy, love, devotion, faith, money into anyone, is there a return? Or are they just taking? Put your earthy element within you into something that can give return. Hello. Oh, this is this is an intense brand new start. This is a rebirth. Ace of Wands and the Death card. Oh my God. Okay, Leo, you are. Some people are not going to recognize you. They're not going to recognize your reactions, your response, especially people who have known you for a long time, especially people who have been used to saying, doing whatever they want, and you just sliding it, being the bigger person, acting patient, not saying anything, allowing. You did all that not because of weakness, but because of kindness, because you saw their pain and you saw their issues and you saw their weakness, and so you so allowed. You're not doing that anymore. Ace of Wands, Death cards, like this is a brand new Leo emerging out of his lion cave. And people who will convey with you, who have conveyed with you in the past, are going to experience a very different energy. And the new people that will come into your life in the new situations are going to be very, very different than what you're used to, because you are vibrating on a different frequency. Thus, you're manifesting different experiences, and different people are magnetized to you, are drawn to you. I don't know the right word. Are drawn to you. Some of you will wake up in the morning and be like, who am I? Who is it? You're going to look at yourself in the mirror. You're going to like it, don't get me wrong. It's exhilarating. But it's also a little bit chilling because it's so, so new and different. With the Wheel of Fortune here especially. Some of you, this has happened already in Scorpio season throughout November. You've already had that sense of new self merge, and now you're kind of getting used to it. 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. So decisive. This new start, this new self, this new passion, this new direction. Leaving things behind. You are not taking anything that you used to take with you. You are just like, I can't believe I accepted that. I can't believe I allowed that. But I forgive you. I forgive myself. And Two of Swords in the reverse and 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. The number 2 twice in the reverse. Something about the way you relate to others. It's changing completely, a complete metamorphose. And it's almost like you're burning and burying the ruins. Not even leaving leftovers as memoirs. Like, I don't want to remember this. Why would I want to remember this? I feel like an idiot. This person treated me like an idiot. This situation made me look like a fool when I'm not a fool. How did I allow it? I don't want to remember that. Crossing it off. Fine. Three of Cups, Three of Wands. This is wonderful. You're celebrating yourself, Leo. Good. Other peoples are celebrating you. Good. Give the people who are celebrating you attention. The people who are not celebrating you, don't give them attention. Simple. 2 threes, a lot of fluidity, a lot of creativity, a lot of abundance, manifestation through abundant thinking. This is not self-deceit. This is not telling yourself lies. It's simply acknowledging your skills, your talents, your brain. This is my toolbox. This is who I am. So of course I can manifest this and I can do that. It makes sense that you would be thinking positive. Another ace. This is fantastic. Ace of Swords. 2 aces and the Death card and the Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh. Leo, some of you are like... are so brave, or just looking ahead. You're only looking back in ways of this is not happening again. That's it. Not in ways of like taking it with you. You're taking a selective few people who've been there, who've been supportive, who've been loving. And the rest, you're like, well, I don't know what you're going to do. I don't care. What do I care? It's not my business anymore. When it was my business, you pissed on me. Now that it's not my business, you're upset. It's so cutting. It's so clean. You're not even... And you took 4 of Swords here. This is not out of the blue. It will seem to some people out of the blue because they're so used to something specific from you, right? But it's not out of the blue. This is a process you've been working on for a very long time within yourself. You've been a caterpillar in the cocoon, transforming into a butterfly, and now you're emerging. So what they see is like a butterfly breaking out of the cocoon, but you're like, I've been in there for like a while. I've been cooking in the oven. You didn't notice I disappeared. You didn't notice I was a little bit hesitant. You didn't notice I was distant. You didn't notice I was different. You just didn't notice. Did you ever really notice anything about me outside of yourself? How did you not notice, right? You can't see, or you can only see yourself. How could you not notice? And then you're like, well, you know what? It doesn't matter. That's how much you've released. It doesn't matter. What matters is I feel lighter. I feel great. I feel like the entire world is opening up for me. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords, it's like opportunities. 3 of Wands, 3 of Cups. People just want to work with you and be around you. And manifest with you. And they see you. They see your value. They see your worth. They see it as bright as day. And they're teaching you. They're teaching you something about the people in your life that used to just not see it. And you're like, it was never about me. It was about them. They were blind. They were incapable of containing. I just feel like, putting more lipstick on. I guess it's working. Whatever. It's funny. Leo, just put on your lipstick. Maybe you want to watch Taurus from last month, either for November or for October. I named it lipstick and something with lipstick. I don't know. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, it's a new life for you, and you're feeling good. It's also cutting. It's a little bit stretching of the boundaries, but you're doing it with joy, you're doing it with ease. It's not hurtful, it's not hurting you. You're like, I feel like some of you are reburying dead bodies. Oh my god, that sounded horrible. You've buried things before, you've ended things before, but it kind of kept haunting you. You know, the ghosts of your exes, all kinds of stuff like that. It seemingly ended, but it kept haunting you somehow. And now it's like you're burying their ghosts. It's like, I realize something now, and you can't haunt me anymore. The memory of you doesn't hurt me anymore. The thought of you doesn't trigger me anymore. That's true freedom. If you walk down the street and you see an ex of yours that really, really hurt you, or you were super deep in your feels in regards to them, and you thought they were the entire world, and it really broke you to pieces the way things ended, and you see them and it's like, There's no missing, but there's also no harsh feelings. It's just, hey, what's up? It's good. Like seeing any other regular acquaintance. And then you stop yourself and you're like, wow, I didn't feel anything just now. This may happen. Leo. Show me more for Leo for December before the light really, really disappears. I don't like filming in the dark because I don't have good lighting in my apartment. I use, natural light from my window. So it doesn't look good when I film in the dark. I look like a ghost. Anyway. Am I anybody's ghost? I hope not. Okay. Show me more. Just a little bit more for December. Happy holidays. I forgot. Happy Hanukkah. Merry Christmas. And all the rest. There are many holidays. I can't say them all. I'm just, if you're having a holiday, if you're celebrating anything, happy you. 10 of Pentacles. Wow. 10 of Pentacles is a mindset. It's deciding and knowing and completely letting it sink that you want a 10 of Pentacles, or that you are worthy of a 10 of Pentacles. What is a 10 of Pentacles? It's the happily ever after rich. It's the package deal of everything. And it's a mindset. People with lack mentality don't really get to a 10 of Pentacles. A 10 of Pentacles is a state of mind. And I think you're developing that state of mind. Will some of you actually reach that 10 of Pentacles this month? Definitely possible. You do have 7 of Pentacles on the table, and it is the holiday season. Maybe you're just spending a good time with your family members, and it feels good, and you feel like a new person, and you feel appreciated and valued and seen and honored, and that's great. And some of you, because you're cutting out vacillating people, or because you're cutting out in and out type of people, and because you're cutting out anything that just didn't honor you as you should be honored, you are now making the room for another decade that is completely different than the one prior, that feels abundant, that feels mutual, that feels positive. Okay, we'll take it. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right. You should also watch Taurus from this month, because they also had King of Wands, the Emperor, and King of Pentacles. Okay. All right. Leo, If you're a feminine Leo, you either have a few suitors and all of them are serious and all of them are present and all of them are going to show real, genuine interest in you. And I can't tell you what to choose or how to go about it, right? I recommend to be sincere and honest and not play anyone, because then from 3 you'll have 0. Remember, if you're a masculine Leo, this is one hell of a step up for you. First of all, I think you might be gaining a lot of finances, maybe from, hard-earned work. Something is coming in the mail. It's an analogy, although if a check comes in the mail, great. This is someone who works. He works. He's a career-oriented person. He's very serious. He's a leader. He's a boss. He's a CEO. He's an entrepreneur. He has his own thing, but it's big. It's not small change. It's something he started a while ago, and there's already results. There's already resources. You might be working with other people. They're all serious. If you're looking for an investor, you're definitely finding one. This is a very strong Aries energy. Both these cards represent Aries. We also have 3 of Wands here. And if you are a feminine, this month when it comes to love can definitely show something very serious, very committed, very loving, someone who is here to stay. Absolutely here to stay. Of course, Leo, they have to behave like that as well. Me saying that is not enough. If they are someone who keeps being unreliable and is in and out and not telling you all these things, if they're not telling you these things from their own lips, it's not them. It might be the person you need to let go of in order to make room for that. Okay? I'm definitely going to go into this in the extended, because the extended focuses on your love life. We're going to look into you and your person of interest. It's an in-depth reading that sees into you, into them, and into the mutual dynamic and how things unfold. And we also do a reading from the runes on top of the tarot. It's fun. Link is below. You can find it on Patreon and on Vimeo. I appreciate all of it. I do prefer if you check out Patreon and possibly join that. Otherwise, other than the fact that it's better value for your money because you're getting all the extended plus extra VIP content for unlimited streaming, it's a monthly membership that you can cancel anytime. And you're a part of the shift. So check it out and consider, up to you what you prefer. I'm on Instagram, it's the Existential Shift. Check out Tarot Masterclass with Bunkai if you want to study tarot from me. And Karmic Shift and Liberation, which is also available on tier number 3 on Patreon. Everything is below. Everything's below. I love you guys very much. This looks really, really good. And I can't wait to look into this King of Wands, King of Pentacles, Emperor type of vibe. This could be a very, very, very powerful new relationship. Let's see. If you're new, subscribe to my channel and press the bell buttons. Okay.